Hey folks, Dad here with Elevation Diecast Racing. Welcome to the Lunchtime Laps. Today we're going to be looking at some cars that were sent in for extracurricular activity racing, testing the ranks at some points, and getting some data for these racers. So this is a mod done by R67 Racing. I believe he's in Florida. And this was from the Times2 Whiskey Racing, and I do believe this is one of his ranked cars, so we'll see what he does against the ranks. Got a few from NZ Racing. This is a modified, this is a stock, and this is a modified, so we'll go against the ranks over there. Heading over to Variant Skunkworks, we're going to take a look at a very cool Johnny Lightning. So if you can see, I know it's a Mercury Cyclone from 1974. Mercury Cyclone, black with flames. And then of course, you know it, you love it, the Cut Rate Movers. And speaking of Cut Rate, we got Cut Rocker over here with another one of his that he sent for the Back to the Basics race. We're going to get a time on that, and we will actually be doing an entire video on Cut Rocker diecast before we ship those back off to Australia. There's a ton of cars here from the Cut Rocker, and we're going to look at them. We're going to get some times on them so he can have some data to collect when they get back to his track. So let's take a look at our Back to the Basics winner, the Times2 Whiskey Racing. We'll give them a couple warm-up laps, and this will go against my now calibrated 31 to 40 weight class, 2081, and pass number 2 sounds really good, 2077. So I do have one missing from this rank. I don't know if, I think it was a bent axle on one of my GTOs is what the deal was there. 31 to 40, I do have, this is my top of the 31 to 40 class, my Sierra. Let's just see how he does. 66 to 70. 66 and greater than 4 would be needed to take the spot. 67 and 78 now. Number 2 is my Superman. Keeps up pretty well. It looks like we got a tie here, but I got the 10,000s beat. This is a Futurismo by the Times2 Whiskey Racing. Good race. In my number 3 position is the Sketched Superman, and he will get by him 71 to 75. So a 2071 and greater than 4 is the time I'll need to keep spot number 3, and it won't happen. And so it would be the Times2 Whiskey would place 3rd overall in my 31 to 40 weight class with his Futurismo. That's a pretty good deal. And a nice vehicle here. Next up, we'll take a look at Cut Rocker in the same class and kind of see where this one is. 2074. And what we'll do here, 2072, we'll roll them up against the Futurismo. Good race, 75 to 6. 2075 and greater than 1, the time to beat. 2073, Cut Rocker got him. Let's see what he do against my number 2 Superman. Superman, a little too much for him, 69 to 73. 69 greater than 4 would do it. Not gonna happen. So Cut Rocker with this High Roller 2 would be number 3, and the Raider 60 or Times2 Whiskey, I'm sorry, would be number 4. And speaking of the Raider 67 Racing, we got a 69.3 gram H2, I believe this is. Modified. This, I believe, is a Johnny Lightning. I can see a lot better on the camera. Nope, just says made in China. Not real sure, but I do think it's an HH2. Pretty cool model. Let's see how he does on the track, and we'll see how he does against the modified ranks. Quite a few builders in the modified ranking system. 2067 is the first time. We'll give him another run. Sounds pretty good. 2062. 70 gram record is 2021 by Flips Racing in the Governor. But let's put him up against the vehicles we have here. This is a Johnny Lightning Mustang I built a long time ago. You can see he's at the bottom of the stack, so he's not very fast. HH2 taking him out. One of those Johnnies that'll just look good on the shelf. Got him 68 to 74. Next up is a Bathurst Ferrari. Wow, he took off. 2057, he's gaining speed. Let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, 2062, good run. Let's see what he does against my Goodyear 2009 F-150. Good race, 66 to 8. 2066 and greater than 2. Oh man, 2055, he is gaining speed. And my Supra. Wow, didn't even stand a chance. Let's see what happens when I put him up against my Johnny Lightning. This is the only Johnny Lightning I've ever built. 60 straight up, 10,000 beat. Let's see what happens here. 2060 and 10,000 beat. Close race. What a race. 55 to 61. He's climbing. Let's put him up against 12th ranked Bugwood Diecast. And speaking of Bugwood Diecast, I do have a couple here from Bugwood that sent in this event. So there is a stock car and a modified car here. We'll get into this right after this. Let's see where E60 or Raider 67 diecast getting a 66 and greater than 2. Wow, 59 and 65. This will be for spot 14. Let's see what he does against my Lamborghini Estoque. 63 all. I got the 10,000 beat. 2063 is the time to beat. And the Estoque will do it. So the HHR, or HH2, I'm not sure which one it's called. I think it's HHR Chevrolet. Would be 15th overall in the elevation modified ranks for Raider 67 Racing. This is a 67.6 gram, would compete in the 70 gram weight class. Mustang Fastback, Bugwood Diecast Racing. Let's see what he does. Man, that sounds so good. 2063. Give him another warm-up lap, and then we'll see what he does. 2061. And it'll put him right up against Raider 67. We'll get him 61 to 2. 61 and greater than 1. And the Raider 67 is going to get it. All right. Someone's going to fail on race day, and somebody's going to be first on race day. Good race. Man, that was a good race. 60 to 60 with Bugwood getting the nod with a 10,000 speed. And 2060. Good race. 62. So we'll jump him up to the Supra, where he will handily win. And let me know down in the comments if you guys want to keep these here in the ranks, or I can send them off back to you So 63 and greater than 4 is the time all day. So that would put Bugwood Diecast 65 Mustang at number 17. Taking a look at a Nissan 300Z 52 gram stock casting from Bugwood Diecast. We'll give him a couple runs down the track and see what he does against the ranks. If I remember right, this one wasn't all that super. 2109, sharp looking car though, man. Definitely a metal base, metal body, nice ride. Hopefully he picks up speed here. Looks a little faster, 2098. My gatekeeper to the 51 to 61 class is the second Frankenstein Peugeot 205. Let's just see what he's doing, get a time and kind of see where it's at with this one. Well, 2068 to 96. My B-Sides gatekeeper is a 50th anniversary Mustang. And 79 to 91. He is getting faster. 2079 is the time. Kept up with him a little better. He's getting faster. We'll give him one more run to see what he does. Yeah, just not there yet. Again, over at Bugwood Diecast, let me know if you want me to run those back. I can run this one back with your entries from the last race, and if you want to stay here in the ranks, you can. If not, I understand. Let's see. Let's go over to NZ Racing. This is a mod. Let's see what he weighs and what the Lambo weighs. Lamborghini coming in at 70.3 and the Impala coming in at 64.4. Let's see how they do against each other. Lamborghini taking off like a shot, 2053. That's definitely going to put this guy out for sure. So that's going to move these down. We know it's not going to, that's not going to beat it. This would probably be a good race just to see two channels racing against each other. NZ with the edge though, 53 to 67. Definitely going to switch them up because that HHR is put down a 55 before, so you always want to run them out. Let's see if NZ can get past Bugwood. Oh wow, he does. 55 to 68. 55. NZ built him a runner. Oh yeah, he's got it going on. 56 now. Let's see what he does against my Lotus. Oh wow, he's gonna get him pretty handily. 56 and greater than 9 is what I'm gonna need. Lotus is not gonna do it. Let's see what he does against the A-Team. This one was actually sent in a long time ago by Northern Roads Racing, and I kind of reworked him and put a little nitrous bottle in him, and well, he's pretty quick. Nice van. 2052 now by the Lambo. Big Mike taking it to Finland's finest. We got a 2052 and greater than 7 needed. Good race. Bugwood has a few cars here in the modified ranks. This is his Cadillac V16. 2055 to 58. Here we go. 2055 and greater than 3. V16 not able to get the job done. All right, let's see what he does against my Supra. Finally getting back to some cars I built. I think I'm in the rest of the stack, 9 through 1, except for that one was built by Kirkster Sr. So he's second overall. I gotta get back to building. I got a couple of projects in the works here. 2063 to 67. That's depressing because I know that car was faster. I think I messed him up. Yep. I don't think he's going to get him. No way. 53 to 66. All right, let's see what he does against my F-150. 51 to 49. 49 and greater than 2 is what I'm gonna need. Not happening. NZ going for spot number 6. Let's go. 57 to 64. 57 and 7. 55 and 4. We'll give him one more shot. 55 and 4. 52 and 4. He got him. Let's see what he does against the only Siku I ever built, the Opel Senator. Good race. 54 and greater than 4 is what that Opel's going to need. 50 and 7. With the Opel being a stopper, that's quite the climb for NZ Racing in his Lamborghini. Charting up here at number 6 in the modified ranks. We'll take a look at this one in the 41 to 50 from NZ Racing. Let's give him a run down the track. And 2141. Well, at least he'll look good on the shelf, right? Put him right there. All right, and to close out this edition of the Lunchtime Laps, we got the Variant Skunk Works in his 1974 Mercury Cyclone. Man, this is what I'm excited about too, to see what these Johnnies are gonna do. Sounds really good. 2083. Let's go, Johnny, go. 2099. We'll put him in against the ambulance. Right now is the gatekeeper. Keeps up. 2085 though. Let's see if we can beat a 2085. Very close race. 88 to 92. Definitely will be competitive in the ranks. Then we have the cut rate movers. Cut rate movers here at Elevation is running number 5 overall. So let's see what this guy will run right here. 2071. And for pass number 2, 2064. Well, let's see for spot number 5 if he can take out Elevation's cut rate mover van. Oh, my Atlanta, he did with no problem at all. 2065 is the time. Wow, I wasn't even close. Of course, if my axles were in the right place. All right, let's give the home team another shot. Looks like a better race, but still not even close. Well, 56 to a 70 is not even close. I don't know what happened to my van, but he's not rolling like he was. This will be for spot number 4. He's got my Monopoly truck. And he's gonna get him. 56 to 60. 56 and greater than 4 is the time to beat. Good race. Cut rate movers from the Variant moving up. Well, let's see if we can get past my Black with Flames Camaro. There's only 2 cars in the ranks faster than him, and one of them ain't mine. Black with Flames 2049 now, and greater than 5 is the time. 2056. So the Variant Skunk Works cut rate movers is now number 4 in the overall Johnny Lightning class. Let's just see what Red Pill's doing today. For spot number 2, can Elevation pull it off? Uh-oh. 55 to 62 is my Camaro gaining back speed. It looks that way. 49 to 52, awful close. 49 to 52. 49 and greater than 3 is what Red Pill is going to need to keep spot number 2. Oh, my Atlanta. 44 now by Elevation's Black with Flames. Can I reclaim the #1 spot? I just don't know, but that would be cool. Oh, my Lanta, he's going to 46 and 5 is the time to beat. Oh my. Well, however that was. Well, he got the wind lights. Man. I can't wait for my official MDG stop bags to get here so I don't have to contend with these things anymore. Yeah, Camaro's gonna do it. Camaro back on top at elevation for Johnny Lightning. Let's go! That is super exciting. And what's more exciting is that there are other racers getting into the Johnny Lightning class. Various Skunk Works landing #4 and to the gatekeeper spot. And we've got Bugwood Diecast getting in here with his Mustang, and Raider 67 Diecast getting in with his HHR. Lots of good racing going on. So from all of us over here at Elevation Diecast Racing, remember, if your car isn't fast, at least it'll look good on the shelf. See ya.